Good afternoon. My name is Beattie from the United Parental Action group, and I'm standing outside the Secretary of State's offices here in Belfast alongside representatives of many concerned parent groups across Northern Ireland. After the shock announcement in June of last year, where Heaton-Harris implemented changes to the teaching of RSE, we have all been working tirelessly to raise awareness of the dangers of the current and proposed relationships and sexuality education to our children. A significant milestone has been reached. The UK parliamentary petition against RSE has gained over 10,000 signatures. This petition states, "We want the government to repeal the Relationships and Sexuality Education Northern Ireland Amendment Regulations 2023, which require secondary schools to deliver education on the sexual and reproductive health and rights covering prevention of early pregnancy and access to abortion." Here to say a few words is Mark Stronge from the Parental Action Group Truth Behind RSE.
Hello. As a group of parents, grandparents and concerned citizens, we are encouraged by this significant number of signatures being reached. It's clearly a sign of the depth of feeling in this province to remove inappropriate, sexually explicit and potentially illegal content from our schools. Since the Secretary of State, Heaton-Harris, railroaded in the changes to the RSE curriculum to include the use of contraception and abortion services, we have been raising awareness of the changes to teaching in secondary schools, the current inappropriate content in many primary schools, what is happening in the rest of the UK, and to what the longer term goals are, which have been issued by the W.H.O and UNESCO. Parents and teachers are justifiably angry about the way the consultation has been handled, with most feeling it is just a box-ticking exercise and that the legislation will be implemented without any regard to the parents' fundamental human rights. We believe, and it is internationally recognised, that it is the absolute and fundamental human right to have their children taught in conformity with their own religious and philosophical convictions. No one has the right to steal a child's innocence, regardless of age. We need to allow kids to be kids and not force dangerous gender ideologies onto them. I would like to thank all those who have signed the petition and would encourage you to share it with your friends and family. I'm now going to ask Cathy Gray, the author of the petition, to come forward and speak.
Good afternoon. I, along with many others across this province, have been working very hard on this petition. We have been watching it and working passionately to watch the progress on how this petition has been developing over the past few months. It is now time that we give this petition a final push. We have until the end of February of this year to actually get as many signatures onto this petition as possible. So I would like everybody to please sign the petition and get your voice heard. I'm going to read a statement because there's a few facts and figures that I would like to actually inform everybody of. Any government department, board of governors, teachers or third party teaching this stuff needs to understand that RSE has failed globally as an initiative. A systematic review of RSE, which has been implemented by all programs, found any positive evidence or effectiveness and show that overall there is more evidence of harm than positive outcomes from such programs. They found 87% of the RSE had failed in its primary purpose, including such things as decrease in condom use, combined with increase in sexual activity of partners, also STDs and pregnancies. It doesn't take a genius to figure out that if you tell kids about sexual behavior, they are going to try it. The idea from the government that education should lead to better outcomes might work for adults, but not for children. The government is out of touch and is being influenced and controlled by radical left-wing activists using biased and cherry-picked research data to push forward their radical agendas. We welcome the government's guidance for teachers in England with regards to the compelled speech and using a pupil's preferred pronoun, and hope that they can go further in preventing such harm happening to damage kids being taught and radicalized by the gender cults. They should be listening to the people who have experienced mental health and permanent physical harm from these radical policies, and to the thousands who want to see children protected. Control of education must be brought back to the people of Northern Ireland by the repeal of Section 9 of the Northern Ireland Executive Formation Act, and this petition is the first step towards it. Thank you very, very much.